Well, check this out. XRP is holding its price. It's moving sideways. I think that there is some kind of uncertainty still in the market. I've been listening to what a few other people have been saying, and I think there's a general energy that, people weren't really sure where we go from here. Now, there's also some, FUD that's been put out that this isn't really a full resolution, and there's still something to do with legal clarity that we're still left with. I completely disagree. I think, Ripple has won the case. I think the SEC also has had a face-saving exit from the legal debacle. Now, of course, they could still go and appeal some of the older stuff, but I think that they are a bit tired of, the legal battle with Ripple, because it's basically stained their reputation. It's hasn't been very good for them. Also, we have the election year now in the United States, and both the incumbent and the challenger are basically fighting for a limelight, an audience with the crypto people. And I think that even if Gary Gensler himself, in his beast mindedness, wants to, keep going after Ripple out of ego, whatever it is, that there are some factors that would prevent him from doing so. I think, first of all, there's the political factor. The Democratic Party probably have given instructions. Obviously, I don't know any, this is just speculation on my part, obviously. I've probably told him, look, just, this looks good. Let's just use this as a graceful exit and let's not drag this on. I mean, after all, there are the likes of Solana and Cardano who haven't even been through any kind of legal scrutiny, who have been sort of given a pass effectively, right? So I think this is a graceful exit. I actually think this is a good result where Taurus has done really, really well to find a middle ground between the two. So it is orders of magnitude less than the billions of dollars that the SEC were trying to fine Ripple. So Ripple will be happy with that. And of course, the SEC can also claim that this is 10x what they originally, wanted to pay. So it's a win-win on both sides in a way, and it's a face-saving exit for the SEC. And Ripple also can go around saying, hey, we won the case. The SEC also can go around and say, hey, look, we won the case. And the true winners are XRP Army, XRP holders who have held for so long and who have been held back by this legal shenanigan. Now, this is holding very well. I don't think we're going to see what happened with the previous Taurus action. Now, some of the questions that people have asked is, clearly this is, this price action isn't that good, right? Why wasn't it that good, and what's going on? Well, if you look at the macro events preceding this action, things weren't looking that great anyway. There was a lot of FUD in the Bitcoin arena. But since then, Bitcoin itself, has done a nice little recovery, right? This is when we had that kind of weird, crazy dump a couple of days ago. And Bitcoin has pretty much pulled out of that now, right? Making their way to previous highs, right? So I think that this weekend could be quite interesting, depending on what happens with Bitcoin will affect what happens with XRP. I think this is a kind of a nice shift in level. We have a new support that is being held quite nicely right now, that sort of 60-cent area. And I think we're just a nice good pump away from, going to the 70, 75, and then $1 and beyond. So you've waited for 3, 4, 5 years. What's a few extra days to go from here, right? So shout out again to the XRP Army. Your billions of dollars in riches are just a few days away, I guess. Now, talking about recovery, Toncoin is another one that's made a really good recovery from the crazy crash of 2 days ago. In fact, it's surpassed the price pre-crash, and it's now making its way to, what we had a few weeks ago when it was really pumping. And why is Toncoin pumping? I'm a fan of Toncoin, not because I think it has any fundamentals at all. In fact, I don't think it does. But there are two factors that are at play here. First of all, we have the Binance listing that is imminent. And when that happens, I think we're going to see a very good rally as people try to FOMO in to make gains with Toncoin. Also, I think it has, at the moment, the most valuable thing when it comes to cryptocurrency rallying, and that is the network effect. As you know, Toncoin is associated with Telegram, and Telegram, if you ask me, is if not number one, it's number two in terms of the apps that people use to communicate with themselves and form communities around cryptocurrencies, right? So Discord is the other one. Telegram is a huge one. And they've got these games that are very simple, very catchy, that remind me of those games that you had on your low energy phones from back in the day, right? So they're easy to play, they're very addictive, and because of the network effect generated on Telegram, effectively, we're seeing, this sort of pump happening on ton. So it's a very, very basic reason, nothing complicated with that. And when they get their Binance listing, boy, oh boy. Anyway, I'm not going to say what I've gone into and what I haven't, because of course this is not financial advice. Do your own research. But suffices to say that, I've got a little bit of a ton bag now. And again, it's not a long-term hold for me. It's a quick win sort of thing, right, in the medium term. When it comes to long holds, we're talking about BTC, we're talking about XRP. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.